Hello, and welcome to Palindrome ASMR, the show where I talk randomly into a microphone, because apparently it makes people relaxed. Now I have today a very cool Christmas present that I recently got, just like half an hour ago. It's a complete box set of a manga. Now, I've always wanted to own a complete manga box set, and now I finally do. It's the manga Claymore, which I picked because I can't find it online anywhere. No web hosting sites, none of that stuff. I think it's because it's licensed, which makes sense, and it was ridiculously expensive, but that's the kind of thing that Christmas is for. That's the kind of thing that Christmas is for, and so I'm gonna be sort of unboxing this. Not really. I mean, it's already opened. I already know what's inside, but at the same time, I'm not exactly sure of the contents of this thing. I haven't really read any of it yet. So, I had a hard time finding a way to position my camera in this trailer of mine with this web camera of mine in a way that would allow me to properly display this, but inside there is a cool picture of, what's her name? I forgot her name. I don't know. I haven't read the manga yet, so she's the main character, Claymore, the I don't know, seal, I don't know. When you look at the awesome manga goodness within, there are 27 total volumes in this complete set, and I am planning on reading them all after I make this video. Probably gonna finish it by the end of the day, but then again, it's manga, and I read manga very quickly because I'm a very visual person, and I take in visual stimulus very quickly. So, let's take out a volume. I wish the covers were a bit cooler looking, but you know, you get what you can. You get what you get. You sort of have to deal with what you get. Now, manga has an interesting page composition. The pages of a manga are very rough, like newspaper. Pages are newspaper. Alright, let's read. Manga is read right to left, as most people who know Japanese anime and manga know, but some people might not know that. So, I'm going to read this out loud because me reading things out loud is normally how I do my ASMR stuff here. So, you're reading in the wrong direction. Whoops, guess what? You're starting at the wrong end of the comic. It's true. In keeping with the original Japanese format, Claymore is meant to be read from right to left, starting at the upper right corner. Unlike English, which is read from left to right, Japanese is read from right to left, meaning that action, sound effects, and word balloon order are completely reversed, something which can make readers unfamiliar with Japanese feel pretty backwards themselves. For this reason, manga or Japanese comics published in the US in English have sometimes been published flopped, that is, printed in exact reversed order, as though seen from the other side of a mirror. By flopping pages, US publishers can avoid confusing readers, But the compromise is not without its downside. For one thing, a character in a flop manga series who once wore, in the original Japanese, a t-shirt emblazoned with MAW, as in the merry month of, now wears one which reads YAM. Additionally, many manga creators in Japan are themselves unhappy with the process, as some feel the mirror imaging of their art skews their original intentions. We are proud to bring you Norihiro Yagi's Claymore in the original unflopped format. For now, though, turn to the other side of the book and let the adventure begin. Now, I'm not going to read this out loud, or I may later, because of copyright claims. I don't have the copyright to this, so I can't really present it on a free show, but I can certainly use it as a ASMR medium. I think I can read the back copy. I mean, no one's gonna really catch me for this or take me down because I'm reading the back copy now. How I found this manga is I watched the first half of the anime, and I liked the anime so much that I didn't want to deal with the cliffhanger 1/3 of the way through the story ending that the anime had, and so I decided to read the manga from start to finish before finishing the anime, so that I wouldn't waste a good story on a cliffhanger ending. Now this book feels fresh. This book feels fresh. It's brand new. It was just hot off the press, and it's got some awesome illustrations inside, laboriously made by the mangaka. Just admiring the back copy and the advertisement for the anime, which I have already watched a part of. The anime is actually pretty good. I mean, it's not the best anime out there, but it most certainly is very good. And if it weren't for the rushed and cliffhanger ending that is not going to get a sequel, it would have been above an 8 on my anime list. But as it stands, it's like a 7.89. So basically, I'll give you a guide to my anime list scores. On my anime list, a 7 is just barely watchable. A 7.1 and a 7.2 are okay, kind of sour, maybe some bitter notes, but they taste like bargain bin candy. 7.3 and 7.4 are good enough. 7.5 is alright, watchable, enjoyable, but maybe not your cup of tea. 7.6 and 7.7 are like almost there, almost good enough. 7.8 and 7.9 are good, but not very good. And anything above an 8 and is in the genre of very good unless your taste does not align with it. Anything above a 9, which there are only like 4 shows, is overrated, except Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter deserves its 9.01 score on my anime list. I don't know about Gintama. I've never been able to get into Gintama, but I think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is overrated frankly, I've watched it twice, and I think it deserves its score, but at the same time, it's way overhyped. I personally enjoyed Sword Art Online better than Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which says a lot about what it is, because Sword Art Online is generally critically panned. Sword Art Online is generally critically panned, although some people like it and some people enjoyed it, while everyone loves Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. But frankly, I found Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood to be a little bit on the... While it was interesting, it didn't really hook me. I actually watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood about a year before I got into anime, and it didn't hook me. It didn't pull me into the world of anime and give me a taste of what the possibilities were. It just exists. It's very good, but it's not... It doesn't leave you with an aftertaste of, this is amazing. It doesn't say to you, this is amazing. Now I've rambled on for long enough. Now I'm going to be tapping on things for a good amount of time. Now, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a Lego ASMR video where I play with some Legos and play around with the various sounds that Legos can make. I will play around with the various Lego sounds and regale you with tales of when I used to play with Legos all the time. I used to love my Legos with a passion. I had like a Lego boner, if that If I'm a little bit too crude, I'm probably a little bit too crude there. Sorry, I'll censor myself. But I was just so into Legos. It was kind of ridiculous how into Legos I was as a kid. I was also into Kinects as a kid. I didn't love them, but I built some very cool things out of them. If you don't know what Kinects are, they're like the engineer's Legos. They're sticks and connectors, and it takes a lot more skill and a lot more thought and a lot more ingenuity to make things out of Kinects. They are the engineer's Legos. They let you build large structures and cool vehicles and let you use them to make really cool things, which Legos can do, but Kinects makes them bigger. Anything you can do with Legos, you can do bigger with Kinects. On a child's budget, so to speak. Because a child can't purchase enough Legos to build a full-size Lego human figure. But as a kid, I took a big bin of Kinects and built a life-size human. It wasn't very good, it was very boxy, but it stood, and it was as tall as me at the time. I think that's a pretty cool illustration. I really like this mangaka's art. I really like how he draws the female characters in his manga, or in the anime. I have yet to see if the manga is like this, but in the anime there are like 20 different female characters, and all of them have the same color hair and the same skin tone and the same clothing, but they all look different, which is saying a lot for anime, because in anime all of the female characters usually look very similar. And the only way to tell them apart, if you're not experienced, so to speak, is to look at their hair, the color of their hair. That's why in anime they have hair colors. I suppose in manga you have a lot more time to parse the information, and so you can tell who the character is, and you can put a lot more detail in. But I really enjoy how this author portrays his female characters as having a lot of different features. It's part of the art style, I think. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to pick this manga up as my first complete set. Always wanted to have a complete set of manga, and now I do. I'm going to show it off again before ending this video. Just look at that. 27 volumes of manga awesomeness. I'm sorry I can't do this very well because it's kind of awkward, but I really like the design of this box, this complete set box. I really like this design right here. This design is really quite awesome, I think. It really portrays Claire. I think that's the name of the main character. The main character is named Claire. So to end this, I'm going to be tapping a little bit on this box. And that is that. Goodbye. Thank you for watching this far. I'm going to spare promoting my books. Just if you want to look at my books, search Zeppy Chang on Amazon. I'm the only Zeppy Chang there is. And then look at my books. I've written 7 of them. 6 are on Amazon. And some of them are only 99 cents. So go ahead and get them. If you've watched this far, you are amazing. You are very amazing. I should probably cover that light in my future videos. This light that's flashing on the microphone. That may be a little bit distracting to some people. I'll probably cover that with a little bit of duct tape very soon. I'll probably cover it with a little bit of duct tape. Thank you for watching. If you've watched this far, you are amazing, frankly. You're amazing. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.